Hello, I know it's been a while, but welcome back to the Trap Team Tech series. I'm going to be continuing my coverage on the Trap Masters today. The last episode of the series was posted on Reddit. Just look at like Surstack_R. You'll find it. You'll find the wildfire tech that completely breaks him. But today we're going to be talking about a more underrated character in the game. And if you've read the title, I'm sure I don't need any further introductions. Knightmare is a character that, on surface level, does not seem fantastic. This is mainly just due to the fact that her numbers, compared to her peers, are not fantastic. 120 base damage is fine, but when your biggest strategy is swiping twice and jump canceling out, it's not usually very practical. Or, well, not efficient. While this move is fine, it's got a massive hitbox, which you can hit people behind you in some instances, or like hit people to the side of you like that. So you can definitely catch a lot of enemies in there. It's just the horn, while being able to stun enemies on hit and summon a clone, the clone doesn't work that often. It's mainly just for the stun utility, and the clone might do some damage sometimes. But then, it's just like, Knightmare, having a 250 speed stat on her stat card, it's like she's kind of slow. If only there was some way to speed this character up. Well, thankfully, there is a move, her charge. But you might see that, like, for example, I'm mashing 1. It's pretty laggy, right? Thankfully, we can shave off some of that lag with a jump cancel. So we can jump, charge, and then jump again. This turns her charge from a mediocre attack and mediocre movement option to a mediocre attack and a solid movement option that maintains her safety a lot of the time. It's a pretty strong technique, but nothing too crazy. And if it wasn't for this, she'd be with the likes of Headrush and Lobstar for being alright characters, but not good enough compared to their peers. Until you start doing this. Yeah, until you start doing this. So, you know how with Wildfire, I called them Phantom State Chains, now they're called RJC Chains, where you do a reverse jump cancel in order to store a move midair, basically. This is what Knightmare can do with her charge. This not only makes her ridiculously fast, but you can also, if you're fast enough, change the direction of the charge basically constantly. And if you're good enough with it, you can even do the same charge in the same direction while maintaining some spacing properties. And of course, you can just get out of it at any point. This makes Knightmare one of the faster Trap Masters in the game, while not really sacrificing much, dealing a decent chunk of burst damage while maintaining plenty of mobility. This is not the only move you can reverse jump cancel, as you can reverse jump cancel the horn as well. It's just a bit harder, and you can't like immediately act out of it. Like you can just do that with RJC charge. But you can't immediately act out of RJC horn. But what you can do is just spam it like this. Which isn't bad. I assume it's better on top path because horn is just better on top path. I personally just go combo path because the sword slash is just basic and good. But yeah, no. I'd assume RJC horn is pretty strong on this path, but I haven't experimented with that too much yet. But the primary attack I wanted to show off in this video is RJC charge. A attack that greatly improves her mobility and makes her one of the safest characters in the game. Being able to just throw out this massive disjoint while also just being able to constantly fade back is really nice. While her damage isn't the highest, I believe RJC charge and general safety makes her a better character. But I'll save that for the time I actually get around to doing a Trap Master tier list, because I have a lot of disagreements with the current one that is usually agreed upon by the community. And I'll provide my own reasons there later, but yeah. That was the Knightmare attack for this video. Just RJC charge. and RJC Horn. One of them is more character defining than the other because RJC Charge gives Knightmare way better movement. Like, just way better movement. It's kind of hard to execute, but I feel like that's a small price to pay for the versatility offered by this character now. Yeah, RJC Charge. Another relatively game-changing tech for a character who, unlike Wildfire was already considered to be good until RJC change broke him. Knightmare was considered to be generally not very good, not very strong. I feel like she's good enough. She's in the same tier as, like, Snapshot, Enigma, Crypt King, Bushwhack, Tough. Characters like that. Characters that are solid but don't have that ridiculous boost that the top tiers have. Anyway, enough about that. You guys have a good one. Bye.